organizations who have been awarded them this year. Just before she does that, Jack Geldy, who couldn't be here today, wanted me to read a letter emailed yesterday by one of the organizations that received a Service Above Self award a few weeks ago. It's a couple that does volunteer work for Selby Gardens here in Sarasota. And they write, "Dear Mr. Geldy and Rotarians, receiving the Service Above Self award from the Rotary Club of Sarasota Keys Foundation was a true honor. The event at Cafe La Roque was very special. It was wonderful to see so many volunteers rewarded for being of service to the community. We certainly appreciate the entire evening, and the money donated to Selby Gardens was also appreciated. Thank you very much. Sincerely, Gina and Andy Anderson." So that's one of the letters that made, Again, we have this awards dinner that was 2 Thursdays ago in the evening at this very club. Many of you who are here were at that. It was an amazing evening at which students were rewarded for their overcoming considerable odds to achieve academically and in the community, and volunteers who spend countless hours without getting a dime are rewarded for their work. So this is just 2 people who sent this letter who appreciated what happened. So, okay, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Cindy Duran to give the grant checks for those organizations that merited them. Cindy.
Very, very good. And before I do that, however, I have more good news for you, Mr. President.
Oh?
Yes. So, those of you that aren't familiar with Rotary, we have a foundation. And the Rotary Foundation raises a lot of money around the world. But part of the, one of the barometers they offer to governors is to try to motivate each club to give per capita giving. And I want you to know that we have 3 top giving clubs in the district, and your club is one of the 3 top giving clubs in district. And considering the other 2 clubs are twice or thrice your size, I say you may be small, but you're mighty. So we appreciate that, and you'll receive some other acknowledgement when I receive it from RI. But I want you to know it's exciting news.
All right, thank you so much for that news.
Yes, so again, this club does a great job raising money. There are 3 presentations, but I understand now one organization could not attend today. So I won't spend much time. The first recipient of a $500 donation from this great club is the Fairy Tale Brides on a Shoestring budget program. And I think they'll come at another time. So I'll look forward to you guys being able to make that presentation. Next, I would like to ask the representatives from the Booker High School SAT/ACT program to come forward, please. And Mr. President, if you'd stand over here for a photo op so you can shake hands and we can get a photo, that'd be great. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Sarasota Keys, this great club and this wonderful man right here, it has a check for $2,500 for your Congratulations, that's awesome. It's our pleasure.
Photo op.
Photo op.
Photo op, okay.
Suitable for friends.
Newsletter, okay. And if I could please have representatives from the Booker High School wrestling team who we met, please come forward. The ice cream will stay, I promise it will. And I'm sure the principal, you should really come back up here because this is a really nice contribution.
I'll take the one.
Oh, I'll give it to Coach, how's that? I'll give it to Coach. So, no, you're good. So on behalf of the Rotary Club of Sarasota Bay, you asked for and you are receiving $3,688 for the wrestling team.
Yes. Bravo, bravo.
All right, everybody smile. Congratulations, John. Thank you for representing your school. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Put this right back here. President Harold, we'll
Okay,
put
yes.
that right there, okay?
Thank you so much, Cindy.
Pleasure.
And I want to acknowledge a woman sitting in the back there, who many of you know already, but some may not know, underwent an amazing trip a few weeks ago to Seoul, Korea, to the Rotary International Annual Event in Seoul. Wendy Vasquez, whose mother was inducted earlier today by Cindy, will you just stand and say a few words about the trip.
Oh, wow. Well, what can I say? I'm very thrilled about just being part of the Rotary Club. I met amazing people. I learned so much about the Rotary Club. Thank God, our district, Cindy Leroy was there, the district governor, and also I met the new people that also want to join the Rotary Club. And it's just, I'm amazed, and I am very grateful to belong to this organization because of the great job that they do around the world, not just in Sarasota, and how we can actually lead the community organizations and also get involved with so much that the Rotary has to offer to the world. So I'm very proud to belong and call myself a Rotarian. Yeah, I am. And I'm waiting for Peru and Zimbabwe and all those projects that are coming on board.
Very nice,
Thank you.
very nice one.
Wendy left 3 daughters here, and that was a big sacrificio, big sacrifice that she made, but it turned out to be beautiful. Thank you. And what's happening right now with one of your daughters, Wendy?
Camila is in Peru right now, and we're still working in a close relationship with another Rotary over there as well. So we're doing a small cultural exchange with them, and we're also trying to figure out for next year that the Rotary Sarasota Keys is helping our Twin Club over there with wheelchairs. So we're getting involved already, everything is over the table, and I'm just very grateful that Nicole now is in Peru, so she will meet part of the Rotary family over there in Chiclayo, Peru. So hopefully she will go also if one of those trips that Rotary has to offer to our club.
Future exchange student.
That's right, she is, she will be.
And Wendy's daughter, who's currently in Peru, is probably going to be a member of the Interact Club that is about to start up at Sarasota
Yes,
High School next
So
school
we're
year.
working towards that. Yeah, I'm grateful. There's so much to do that I can't even remember, but thank you for reminding me.
Wendy is hopefully gonna organize with the Chiclayo Club to get a hectare of land to build a orphanage down there with the help of our club. Also, as she mentioned, a wheelchair project that she wants to give. And what was the third one?
The third one was the project Eureka. It's still on the table, but it's something that I'm pretty sure Sarasota Keys will embrace, and other clubs around our district will embrace. It's a mentoring program for single parents here locally that will develop. So hopefully I will share more about you. Lee is not gonna let me share so much, so we're working towards that.
Very good.
It's amazing.
Fantastic.
So got some good things ahead of us.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank
again.
you.
Our executive secretary, assistant to the club, who does incredible work to make this club function. Tony Chaika, do you have anything to add about anything that was not said today about anything Rotary related?
Well, you gave the number of 67,000, and that's funds committed for the year. One of those projects is actually an expansion of what's called the Rotary Futures Project down at Venice High School in partnership with the Sarasota County Community Foundation that is being expanded to other high schools. And this club is involved in that. And with that commitment for giving this year, that brings, since its foundation in 1992, this club's foundation has given just over $1.3 million.
Wow.
I'm such a dinky club.
That's about all I got.
Quite enough. Does anybody at any table have anything to say about anything that happened today, or that's happened since last week, or that's gonna happen in the future, from your organization or school? Anybody at all? Please feel free to speak now. Yes, Bill?
We need to talk a little bit about the fundraiser that we're gonna do, the golf outing that we're gonna have. It's gonna require a lot of work, and it's about time to get started on the thing. It's October 8th, isn't that the magic date, Harold?
I'm sorry, Bill.
October 8th is the date?
October 8th, Saturday is the date, yes.
Yeah, it'll come up pretty fast, and we're gonna be discussing that later on today too, but it's something that everybody should think about. Anybody that knows golfers, encourage them to come and go play golf. I don't even play golf, but I'm gonna be working on this tournament. So keep that in mind, it'll be coming up before we even know it. Time goes pretty quickly.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Yes, Dr. Shelley?
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to talk a little bit about the ACT and the SAT grant that we received for the $2,500. I'm not sure if you are aware, but a couple weeks ago I had the opportunity to be recognized, and as a part of that I talked about leveling the playing field. $26,000 is how much we pay a private entity to come in and offer ACT and SAT test-taking strategies for our school. $26,000 is pennies compared to the fact that he touched the lives of 350 students. And my students are shaking their head because everyone knows Mr. Bobby. Unfortunately, our families are not at the income base, so they can afford to pay $400, $500 for these services. But with Mr. Bobby, he is helping them to get an increased score on their SAT or their ACT so that they're able to get into the college of their choice, or they're able to have more scholarship offerings. If I was the superintendent for a day or maybe an hour, I would probably offer this to every single school in Sarasota County. But I don't think I need to, because your executive assistant is absolutely correct. I have another meeting this afternoon today, but we're going to be talking about expanding that same program using the Community Foundation, the Education Foundation, and Gulf Coast Foundation, because they want to model what we're doing. They can't understand how our school can have 71% of its students graduating from high school and going to a college, university, conservatory, when you have 70% of them that are on free and reduced lunch. So I'm very excited and proud and honored to receive this, and Mr. Bobby will continue to work with all students. He also tutors privately for students at Pineview, and my daughter was one of them. She came home on Saturday, Mom, I don't know how much you guys are paying him, but you need to pay him more. She's trying to get a 36, and she's absolutely positive she's gonna get a high score because of his assistance. So thank you. When you talk about the exchange program, 2 weeks ago someone walked in my office and they honored Booker High School with an international award because they said when it comes to exchange students, that our students are coming and attending Booker High School and they're accepted, they're valued, and they're appreciated. And we are all on board making sure we have that wonderful positive culture on our campus. So again, I thank you so much for this, and I thank you for the partnership, and please believe me when I tell you the best is yet to come.
Okay. Appreciate that feedback, Dr. Shelley. Okay, anybody else have anything to say before we adjourn? Okay, well, this meeting is officially adjourned.
Letting us join.
Dr. Shelley, Darby, Bill, please stay. See if you can have that conference call.
Of course.